Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, Tanks Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Fury in World of Tanks Blitz. Now, this is the 7th Sherman variant, now at Tier 6 in World of Tanks Blitz. We've got the Rudolph, now we've got the E2, the EZ8, the Fury, Lozas, the Firefly, and as well, the Saunders SP. There is a ridiculous amount of Shermans in the game. We also have, of course, Tier 5, where you got, like, the M4E2. We've got, you know, just the M4 Sherman itself. Then there's like the British one. There are so many Sherman variants in the game. Even at Tier 8, the Revolurise, there are so many different Shermans. It's actually ridiculous how many Wargaming has put into the game. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the specific one, the Fury, as it has come into the stores today for the price tag of $10. Not only do you get the tank, but you get 30 days of premium, you get it fully equipped, and as well 25 times 5 boosters. Now, if you were looking at this tank last year, 2 days ahead of time, you'd be looking at this tank for the price tag of $30. And in fact, it came out in the auction, I think, for the base starting price of $100 worth of gold. The Fury was the most expensive tank to start off in the Blitz Fair, but it came off a lot cheaper because it went down a lot every single day. And the funny part was people actually spent $100 on it when it had just come out, which I found ridiculous. So the Fury is a great vehicle, and by far, I think it is the best of all the Shermans. Now, I do think the Firefly Saunders and the Sherman Firefly are in close second, because of course these tanks have very good penetration. They're sitting at 171 on the standard and 239 on the premium, which gives them a massive edge over a vehicle like the Fury that's only sitting at 177 on the premium, almost the same as the standard on the Fireflies. But this tank has not only got a massive DPM advantage, 151 more, it's kind of just like adding a second rammer on this vehicle. It's also getting a little bit more gun depression than your average Firefly, sitting at 12 degrees. Now, of course, most of the EZ8s are sitting at 12, but that's a very solid amount of gun depression. It's got good power to weight ratio at 16.7, average speed at 34. It's really just a great tank, especially when it's got a little bit more average armor than your average EZ8. Now, I can say the Fury pretty much just is a complete better version of the EZ8 in general. And if you wanted to get this tank, I would not say it's a bad idea by any means. 30 days of premium plus the tank itself fully equipped is very, very solid. So I think that the Fury is worth the price tag, but there's one thing that's stopping me from saying to go out there and buy it. Now, if you do love the way it looks, I'm 100% say go get it. But the thing is that the Fury is good. It's just a Sherman, though. And while it does have the little added benefits of having 150 more DPM than an EZ8 and a Rudolph, it doesn't have enough differences, in my opinion, to say that, well, you just bought the Battle Pass, right? And the Battle Pass not only contains maybe a week or a month's worth of premium in it, gives you 3,500 gold, gives you 5 million credits, not only gives you the Rudolph, but it gives you a bunch of other stuff. In my opinion, the Battle Pass is way more worth it for $5 than this Sherman you're getting for $10. So yeah, that's something you've got to keep in mind. But yeah, we're going to see what we can do here. Let's get into position. Up against us, we have got the Panzer IV-S. We got the Fury, of course. We're probably going to start seeing a lot of Furies rolling out on the battlefield. And I do love the way the look of this tanks. I would have definitely bought it if it had come into the stores today because I just love the way it looks. Let's hopefully not get hit. Don't get hit. No. Okay, good. You can see that mantlet chunking up a big shell. It can eat a shell every now and then, which of course is nice. You want to have a big, thick mantlet. So, okay, well, there goes the T-34 one already. Good stuff coming from that tank over there. We've got Hellcat across. I don't think we're going to be able to get a shell into him. Actually, we did connect the shell, just didn't want to penetrate. It's more than I thought he was going to do, though, to be fair. We've got the AT-7 off to the side, who is a very deadly tank, as we know. But if I play it correctly and I just squeeze my way through, we should very easily be able to do this and now start ripping apart him from the rear. So this is, of course, where this tank does a very solid job of getting out the damage. So let's see if we can keep doing that now. There you go, nice finishing shell. Hopefully my team does not get into my way. So we've already dealt about 800 damage, not the most, and I don't think this is going to be dealing the most damage this game, but we're doing a decent amount in general, just because we're able to rip into the enemy fields. Now, hitting the Fury's mantlet. I do think the Fury actually is a stronger mantlet than your average Sherman. I think that's one thing Wargaming buffed on it. It is actually quite nice to be able to ricochet, you know, the occasional shell on the mantlet, but don't expect to be bouncing shells like that all too often. This tank does not have any armor on the hull. It's just like an EZ8, so if you take a look real quick here, yeah, it's literally the easiest penetration on the planet. So shooting at this tank is not super hard, and yeah, the bounces I'm getting were just lucky. The mantlet does eat some shells because, of course, it's a mantlet, and that's what they're meant to do. Let's go open up one of our containers. Come on. on, give me a key. I believe. No key. Alright, well, we'll do one more battle here, see if we can keep up that good luck. But as you saw, the first game, the tank did a good job. He was able to get out a bunch of shells, which of course is something that's nice about the tank. It's got that good DPM. Probably gave us a little bit of an edge over your average Sherman there. I'm trying to get out a little bit more damage. But at the same time, it definitely struggles against tier 7s. A vehicle like the Tiger, the Smasher, or even the 4485, it will rip you apart, and it's got to be careful, because of course my reload's 4.5, and a 4485's reload is 4.6, and he's dealing 200 average damage while I'm dealing 160, so pretty much I'm losing that trade every single time. So I've got to worry on where I'm pushing this tank. If that 44 pushes up here, I am screwed. So let's see what we can do. Oh gee, well, this is not fun already. But, as you can see, that mantlet's still being able to chonk a shell every now and then. And hopefully my teammate will help me out. We've got the Easy 8 off to the side here. I'll just be shitting here, enjoying the view. We've got the Tiger 1 off to the side. But, yeah, this is not looking too good so far. Okay. Well, hopefully we're going to be able to support our team to the best of our abilities. We've got the Tiger actually right there. And with that Tiger going after my KV-2, I'm thinking if I'm able to support my teammate now, this will be very, very beneficial in the future. So let's see if I can help my teammate out, and let's start pumping some shells up the booty of the Tiger. So here we go. I got the okay, no, I'm done. But we are doing a decent job here ripping apart this Tiger. Of course, I want to take out one of the deadlier tanks. Yeah, there you go. Good shot from the KV-2, actually. So there he goes. The 4485 already taken out as well. You can see that this gun is fairly accurate on the move. And again, well, we're not going to be doing the most damage. I think we're still doing a pretty solid job as it is. Maybe we'll be able to rip apart this VK36. Looks like our team's all reloading. So come on, VK, turn around. I want to farm you. Please let me farm. Yes, the farming is a lot, mate. Okay, so this is where I'm going to enjoy the DPM of this vehicle, because of course I've got more DPM than your average Sherman. Oh, but not what I want there. We'll just sit here and we'll let this gun do its trick. Of course, with that ridiculous gun depression it has, I don't really need to worry too much about him trying to facehug me. And, ooh, big low roll on his side. You can see that the tank will struggle every now and then trying to finish off its opponents, but it's a good tank all in all. Now we got the, oh yeah, you can see where that poor pen is. A Firefly would not have had that issue. They were trying to pen that. Like literally, you can see how little pen the Shermans do have. But nonetheless, that was 1943 damage. We did our job this game, and as you can see, it's a solid vehicle. So if you wanted to get your hands on this tank, I would definitely suggest it. But if you don't care too much about the looks and you were just wondering if it's a vehicle worth sticking in your garage, I would suggest us to stick with the Battle Pass, because it's way more worth it in my personal opinion. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. As always, if you did, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. And other than that, hopefully I'll be seeing you around in the future. But other than that, I'll be seeing you in the next one.